Thank you again for everyone for joining us. I am Samantha Harris. I am the Director of Programs here at Hire. At Hire, our mission is to maximize the skills and opportunities for formerly incarcerated and system-involved youth here in Orange County. And we do that through community building, mentorship, and employment. Thank you so much. This is our employment subcommittee meeting. We actually offer these quarterly, and the purpose of these meetings is to connect service providers, educate on relevant topics, and share resources. Today we will have a few presenters talking about career pathways and training and education for those, and we'll get to those in just a second, but I would like to introduce my co-facilitator, Bianca. Oh, you're muted.
I know, sorry. Hello, good to see everybody. Again, my name is Bianca Herrera, the Director of Client Services here at Working Wardrobes. We work with several different programs. We do have a couple of justice impacted full service programs right now. And I'll be sharing a little bit more about an event we have coming up in December for this community to come together and receive services for free. What I'd love to do next, though, is to do a quick round robin of introductions of everybody. So I'm going to go based on my screen, and so we'll go in that order. If you could just share your name and where you're from, and then we'll save announcements to the end of the presentation. We'll leave some time to share anything that you have going on, but just a quick roundtable of who's on the call today. And after Samantha, I see Sean. So Sean, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi there, I'm Sean Small. I'm the Student Services Coordinator for Continuing Education, the Division II Workforce Development Community Education.
Welcome, Sean. Thank you. And Griselda, are you able to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Griselda and I'm the Office Manager Apprentice for CTP, and I'm just here to support Vaughn.
Wonderful. And I apologize if I don't get this wrong. Is it Tarsha?
Yes,
Tarsha?
it's Tarshay. Thank you.
Tarshay.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tarshay Turner, and I'm the Business Development Manager here at Chrysalis, and I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. Nicole?
Good afternoon, Nicole Woodworth with Hire, Business Development Manager. Thanks everyone for joining.
Great. Hi, Sue.
Hi, everyone. This is Sue Abraham with Health Right 360s, the STOP program, Area 6, Orange County and San Diego.
Great, thank you. I apologize if I don't, I'm going to do my best. Is it Aref?
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. This is Aref, and I'm with the City of Anaheim Workforce Connection.
Great, welcome. Hi, Miriam.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Miriam. I'm a student support and outreach specialist with Pathways Academy. We're a diploma program, a virtual diploma program.
Great. Gloria, welcome. Oh, you're just Mike. There we go.
Hi, I'm Gloria Noble. I'm with the Orange County Probation Department. I'm a deputy probation officer too.
Wonderful, welcome. Alina?
Hi, my name is Alina. I'm an intern with Hire. Very nice to meet everyone and be here. Thank you.
Welcome. Hi, Fred. Oh, we'll just need your mic. I know, it's a habit, hard habit to remember.
That's right, yes. Fred Lapuza, Officer of Restorative Justice, Catholic Diocese of Orange. We provide religious services in all the jails and juvenile detention facilities. We're a grant partner with Hire, and we try to get people linked with resources for reentry. We partner with a lot of the community organizations out there, including Hire, one of our biggies.
Wonderful. Welcome. And is it Suleika?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zuleika Rodriguez, and I'm the Employment Specialist at Children's Institute ECE program.
Wonderful. Hi, Anthony.
Hello, everybody. Can you see me? I can't see myself.
And we
Anyway,
can't see you. Yeah, we can't.
oh,
We could earlier, but we can't see
I
you
don't
right
know what
now.
happened. Man, I need to take a class at Santa Ana College, 100% free. My name is Anthony. I'm with Santa Ana College School of Continuing Ed. We have 100% free classes. Let me make your job easier.
Thank you. We love that. And Vaughn, introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Vaughn Bernardis. I'm the founder and executive director of Carpenter Training Partners, also known as CTP. Thanks for having us.
Great, thank you. Thanks everybody for coming. While you're, I'm going to put something in your brain to kind of think through, and then later just before we do announcements, I'm going to ask you to put your answer in the chat. So we're officially in November this month, which is really oftentimes known as Gratitude Month. So I want us to just kind of take a moment to think about, in these very kind of I'll say crazy times, just very tumultuous times that we are living at the moment. There's always something to be grateful for. So just kind of thinking through what that is for you. And then at the end, we can really kind of just end this time together with some gratitude for what we all can be thankful for. So we'll ask you for that, but I want to give you a little heads up to think about that before we get started. We have some wonderful presenters today. And Samantha, do you want to get started by introducing our first speaker?
Yeah, I was actually going to say we actually did the rotation perfect because Vaughn was the last one to introduce himself, and then now he's our first presenter. So Vaughn, if you want to go ahead and start your presentation.
Yes, I actually have a request. Just because I'm on the road right now, I won't be back in the office for another 20 minutes. Is it possible for them? Yeah, can we switch it around?
Absolutely. Okay, then why don't we go with Tarshay? Is that okay? Are you ready? Perfect.
Sure. All right. Well, good afternoon, everyone. And again, thank you so much for having us here. My name is Tarshay Turner, and I'm the Business Development Manager for Chrysalis, Orange County, and the Inland Empire. And I partner with companies of all sizes in many industries, bringing direct hire opportunities to our clients. And we're thankful to be here with you today to share how we walk in our mission and improve equity in our community while focusing on client access to the workforce. So at Chrysalis, every office is a little bit different. So I'm actually going to share with you more about our Orange County and our Inland Empire offices. Although we have about 6 different locations throughout Southern California. Our social enterprise at Orange County and the Inland Empire, we have 3 different employment social enterprise business divisions. We offer transitional jobs to clients to give them the opportunity to earn a paycheck and develop marketable experience and occupational skills to support them to be self-sufficient. Our first program is our traditional program. This is the one that we're most known for, and it is our Roads program. Our traditional jobs to clients, our Roads program, it really gives clients an opportunity to earn a paycheck immediately and develop marketing skills while they're earning occupational skills with a supportive environment as they continue to search for permanent employment. Our second business enterprise is our direct hire program. That's the program that I'm directly associated with, and I oversee our business development enterprise. We partner with community entities of all sizes, small businesses, large businesses, and we work with them, educating them and increasing their awareness on the reentry population, as well as partnering with them for their open opportunities. So pretty much we're asking them to give our clients a chance. These folks have, served their sentence to society, they have rehabilitated themselves, they're back in the community. And in order for them to sustain in the community, they need partnerships, they need support, they need that wraparound. So we really heavily share that message to them. And the ones that are on board that we're able to put their heartstrings a little bit, they partner with us and open up those opportunities for our clients. The third enterprise that we have in that area is our upskill program. And this is a newer program. This program specifically focuses on individuals that are age 18 to 28. This program is to really transfer that knowledge to the upcoming generation, the now generation, and transfer that knowledge to them to support and develop their skill set in all in-demand fields, but specifically in healthcare, technology, and construction. So we have funding, folks can sign up with our program and they can be trained. And once they're finished training, we have employer partners to connect them with direct hire opportunities through that entity. Our client demographic, as most, probably everyone, on this call, and I think we're all like-minded in that we're thinking about our community and want to support our communities. When we take a deeper look at the type of clients that we served, I just outlined a little bit of the demographics. Most of our client population are unstably housed or experiencing homelessness. And over more than 7,400 people receiving services from us last year, 74% were unstably housed. That can mean that they were in shelters outside, living with family, friends, and more than half, 64% of those people utilize Chrysalis services has been impacted by the criminal justice system. So not only are they been impacted by the criminal justice system, as they've transitioned out, now they're experiencing homelessness. And we all know that stability starts at having a place to call home, a place to sleep at night, rest your mind, build up your tolerance so that you can go out and face this world every day. So concurrently, as we are working with individuals to find employment, we're also working with community entities to help with that housing issue as well. And I know I've worked with several folks on this call, and you guys have been so supportive. So we thank you so much. So Chrysalis, our program is pretty straightforward. Our clients that we look for are seeking employment opportunities. All that we ask is that you are 18 or older and that you are really ready to work, that you're physically, mentally, and emotionally ready to work. Our clients get started by attending an orientation session to get an overview of our services and complete the necessary paperwork. Next, they are assigned an employment specialist who helps them identify their employment goals and address any barriers. After attending four job preparation classes and working with staff or volunteers to draft their resume, the clients will embark on their job search journey, and they will take advantage of all resources that we have to help them. So the job preparation classes, the 4 core ones are job search ready, job application, the interview, and then securing the job, and then keeping the job so that we can help them with sustainability and retention within that job. So it's really fundamental information that they need to take with them as they're on this journey. So we really, really support them with learning those key things. We also offer one-on-one support Our employment specialists through volunteers, resume writing services, practice interviews, and also mental health counseling. We have volunteers that come in and work with folks in mental health counseling because, again, we know folks that are coming out of justice systems, those restricted placement settings, you can't just let them loose and expect them to thrive. There's a process. And so as they're coming out, they're transitioning their mindset, their environment, etc., to a brand new world and environment. Some of our clients have been incarcerated since they were teenagers. Some of them, have served 10, 20, 30 years, and they're coming out into a whole new world. So having that connection with that mental health support as they transition out, helping with that housing, and then helping with that employment and just the community wraparound support. We couldn't do it without all of you. So thank you. Other resources that Chrysalis offer, we have in each one of our locations, we have a computer lab. We have computer lab for folks to, first of all, set up an email, log and check their emails as they're applying for roles to be able to communicate. Also research and different things like that. We offer phone access. So we have phones on site at each one of our locations. And we also have a partner that have helped with cell phones. And so we've, been helping our clients with cell phones and minute cards and things like that as needed. And as we have the supplies available. We have printer and copy access if anyone needs any of that. And then one unique thing that we're also been doing is we offer mail receiving. So if clients are in that transition where they don't have that stable home quite yet, they can send their mail to our offices and we will retrieve it for them and we will give it to them as it comes in. If they want to use our address as a physical location as they're applying for resources in the community or jobs, they're able to use our addresses as well. Additional resources that we have, we work with different entities that donate clothing for our clients so that they have the wardrobe and hygiene needed to interview and to feel confident in who they are. A lot of the folks that we've worked with are already dealing with confidence. They're dealing with the lower self-esteem, different things like that. And so we try to empower our clients by, supporting them with looking good, because we all know when we look good, we feel a little bit better. So we have wardrobe available for them, hygiene kits, they want to take a shower, other, partners within the community. We also provide transportation assistance. Now, the transportation assistance is a temporary thing. We will provide transportation assistance for folks to get on their feet. So if they have, let's say, an interview that they need to go to, we're able to provide like an Uber or a Lyft to get to that interview. And then once they secure that job, we're able to provide them a bus pass for up to 90 days to get back and forth to work. We also offer scholarship funding when we have those funds available. And again, these are for, let's say clients want to work in security and they need a guard card. Well, we all know you have to go through the live scan and this, that, and other. And depending on what city you live in, the prices can vary. So that's what I speak about when I'm talking about funding for those type of incidental situations. Or, maybe an electricity bill that may come up that a client, they've not started work yet and they just really need that little bit of help for that 30-day grace period. So we have some funding set aside for that. We also offer sack lunches. our roads program, which is our transitional program. These are guys and young women and individuals that are out on our highways each and every day. And I'm sure each and every one of you may have seen them when you're on the highway, the folks that are on the side of the highway with the green vest, cleaning the highways and keeping it clean and sanitized for all of us in our communities looking good. That's our road crew. They, have to eat. And so we are able to provide those sack lunches to them until, again, they start building a paycheck and are able to connect with resources to purchase food. 1,680 clients secured employment last year with 1,859 working transitional jobs. So we're very proud of what we've been able to do each year. We increase and increase and increase. And I wanted to share with you guys the data, but they're still processing that for our annual report. But maybe our next meeting, I'll be able to go more in depth with that data. But since 1984, Chrysalis has served more than 85,000 individuals in one of our 6 centers and locations throughout Southern California. These are our center locations. So we're in Orange County. So that's our Anaheim location at 290 South Anaheim Boulevard. If any client are interested in signing up for our service, they are able to come in person any Monday through Thursday at 8 a.m. to sign up for orientation. It's not an appointment required or anything. They just need to show up to this address and let us know they're there to start orientation. We also have our Inland Empire office, which is in Colton, and I support that office as well. We have a downtown location. We have a San Fernando Valley location, a Santa Monica location, and then another location in Los Angeles. It's called Doors because it's a specialty program. But those are our 6 centers. Please feel free to reach out to any of our centers if you want more information. And we would love for you guys to connect with Chrysalis. Again, I've met and worked with several of you on the call, and it has been a wonderful experience. But we are always seeking volunteers to continue to help in our communities. You can also follow us on any of our social medias at Chrysalis SoCal. You can scan this QR code and it will actually take you to like an inquiry form. So if you want to volunteer or you know anyone that wants to volunteer, please let them know that we would love to have them. And then this is my direct contact information, my direct number. Please feel free to reach out to me if you want to meet one-on-one. I love to meet with people every single day and share, collaborate, and learn from each other. And so thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I'm just grateful for being here. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Does anyone have any questions for Tarshay about the program or anything?
I
And
do
if
have
not, you can always,
something.
go ahead.
Oh, this is Bianca. I'm curious because, many of us on the call working in this space are always trying to kind of crack the code, if you will, around communicating and educating employers. And so any kind of takeaways that you can share that sort of worked for y'all where you're able to whether it's a strategy or a tactic or something that's made that difference for employers to as you're kind of looking for a direct hire in your program?
Yeah, Bianca, that is a fantastic question, and it's definitely a tough question. I feel like what has been successful somewhat for us is really engaging in our community, really going out to our community, even if it's research that you do, but do it strategically. What I do is every quarter, I meet with our employment specialists. These are individuals that's carrying that caseload of our clients. They're able to meet with the clients. They're creating these education plans. They know the client way more than I would. And so what I do is I collaborate with them and I kind of ask them, what are your clients looking for? Where are the skills? What are their desires? Because we don't want to find opportunities and then our clients aren't interested in it.
Right.
So once we get that feedback from our employment specialist, that helps guide me on pursuing the employer partners. So what I do is I take that information. If they tell me clients want to work in hospitality or, warehousing, whatever that looks like, and then I go into our communities and I find those employers and I pursue them. I, will look on their website first and see if they have a contact us button. Sometime that works. I can put a little message in there and they'll reach out to me, but sometime it doesn't. So I'll call, I'll try to find a recruiter on LinkedIn. I'll stop by their office and talk with their receptionist and say, hey, I take my business card and my Chrysalis badge and, I share with them who I am and, what we're trying to do. We're just trying to get in front of some folks and, kind of share, bring more awareness to our client population and how much we need them and how much of a mutual benefit it would be to hire our clients. Because I've learned this is a newer sector for me. And what I have learned about our clients is our clients are very loyal. Mm-hmm. Our clients have been in the system so long, they are home and they want to contribute. They have value and they have things to contribute and they want to. And when they find a company that will welcome them in and support them, they're loyal and they'll stay. And so sometimes I use that messaging and try to, find a champion within that company. When I finally get in the room with the powers that may be, we all know someone that has been affected, whether it's us directly, a family member, a friend, a neighbor, someone. And so I try to pull on those heartstrings a little bit and get them to really think bigger, so that's what I found for me has been successful, kind of being everywhere all the time, making contacts, really engaging, because we know relationship is everything. And just really transferring that message. And a lot of times they're so surprised when, because we all know onboarding is expensive, turnover is expensive. So you keep onboarding people that have a lot of options, they may stay, they may not, To eliminate a lot of that cost, you have to be strategic. I would look at people that really want to be and grow with the company, and those would be the ones I would want to invest in.
Sure.
Time and time, data has shown that this population is loyal once they find a company they can connect with and grow with. And so I use that data, I pull the data out for them as well. So that's just some of the things that we've used to connect with employer partners.
Yeah, it's a great takeaway to remind folks that having been a hospitality recruiter myself, is that turnover and the cost and energy it takes to find someone is a lot more expensive in your resources than to keep somebody, right, who wants to be loyal. So that loyalty is a great tactic to use. Thanks so much for sharing that. Appreciate that.
And I see my boss on the call. I'm so happy he made it.
He was shouting out good things to you in the chat, so nice job.
Postman, I didn't know if you had anything you may want to add.
I'm just gonna add that, Tarshay has been an amazing addition to our team. Been here over a year now and working really hard. I didn't have to say, you could hear it for yourselves that she's a huge advocate of our clients. I really, being someone, some of you know, I'm justice impacted. I served time in our state prison system. And so for me to have someone on my team that's really advocating for people very similar to me, the brothers and sisters that are coming home, that means a lot. And so she is a huge part of our team and what has made our program successful in Orange County and IE, and it's been infectious and spread to all of our other sites. And just to add a little bit to Bianca's question, a response, when I present in front of employers and when I'm trying to pitch what we do and get buy-in, oftentimes, we're HR departments are sometimes understaffed, like many businesses are fighting the clock. You know, their time is money. So what I do is I often pitch it as like, we're an extension of your HR department. So what we're doing is we're pre-screening candidates, we're preparing candidates, we're assisting with the resumes, we're making sure everything's legit, that their skill set matches your job description. So we're doing a lot of the pre-screening that saves the company time, and we're doing it all for free. So when we do that, and all we want is an open line of communication and a fair opportunity for our clients, that oftentimes engages the employer, and they're like, you know what, let me check this out because I have nothing to lose, you know. And so then they forward their job description, and Tarshay and myself and the team take over and we make the match. And, you know, more often than not, they are very satisfied with the clients that they receive, and that begins the relationship. And one thing on the client side of things that I often pitch to our client, not to put them on the spot and put more pressure on them because they already have a lot going on, but from experience, I know that for me, if I shine in my role, I'm opening the doors for others. And so in preparation for the interview, in preparation for them in their first day, we do everything we can to support them. But in that pep talk, we also tell them like, hey, when you go and knock it out the park, now you're doing your part to give back to your community and to our society. And oftentimes they haven't even thought of that aspect of it. And many of us coming home, we're on a mission to give back. You know, we're on that living amends trip, and you know, trying to do something for our communities that at one time maybe we harmed so much, right? And I speak for myself on that. And so when we hand that baton over and pretty much a torch and say, look, shine, because you're gonna, you know, you're in line, you're lighting up that pathway for those that are coming behind you, the brothers and sisters that are on their way. If you do it, it's many more opportunities for so many. Man, when we do that, so many people just go out and handle business that's when we have employers referring us to other employers. We have them calling us back and saying, hey, you know, so and so did a great job, we want more, and here's my job descriptions. And so I think that's part of the sale.
Those are great points. Thank you.
Thank you for having us too.
Yeah, thank you for being here. And Tarshay, great presentation and excellent tips, and your passion and is coming through. If I owned my own company and you walked in, I would be like, all right, let's do this, sign me up. So it definitely comes through. So thank you for all that you both do as well. I don't know if we have any other questions, but if not, then Vaughn, did you want to go ahead and present?
Yes, I can go ahead. I'm
perfect.
settled, and thank you for being flexible. I appreciate it.
Of course.
I'm going to try to share my screen here. Little presentation. If you cannot see it, let me know. So to reiterate, my name is Vaughn Bernardes. I am the founder and executive director of Carpenter Training Partners, also known as CTP. We offer a construction training program for anybody who's interested in going into. Can everyone hear me?
Oh.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, we were all on mute. So
okay. All right. It said it was muted. Sorry. Okay, cool. Let's do that again. All right. So we offer a 15 to 20 week construction training program for anyone who's interested in going into construction as a career. I would say 95% of our alumni, they stay in construction, whether it's residential or commercial. And we have a couple of others that go into other trades like electrical, HVAC, plumbing as well. So we're located in Anaheim. We're also located in South Central Los Angeles, as well as Palmdale. So we serve the Antelope Valley, as well as LA County, and well, that's part of LA County and Orange County. We train women, we train youth. The youngest we have, we just have a 15-year-old that just started today. So we go all the way until the oldest person we trained was 62 years of age. So we have, you know, anybody wants to train, they could train with us. We started 5 years ago, 2020, so we're in our 5th year of operation. And I just want to take you through a little bit of what we do. So the first month of training is basically, revolves around safety. So everybody gets their PPE. So they get a hard hat, they get their safety goggles, gloves, they get boots as well. They get our shirt. We emphasize safety. They get a couple of certifications as well, including hazmat, confined space, and OSHA 10. These are certifications that are required if you want to get into the trades. How to pick up material, how to carry it, how to set it down without damaging the material or your back. So that's very important. That's the physical conditioning. That's over 2 days. And then we go into the different crafts in construction. A lot of people will say carpentry is just laying down carpet, but there's a lot more to it. So we teach about the different crafts in construction just to bring that awareness to everybody. And then we start the building process after they learn how to use hand tools and power tools. So this is a picture of our physical conditioning, carrying sandbags, carrying 2x4s, plywood. We call it physical conditioning, but it's also mental. We want them to really grasp the idea of, what does carpentry really entail? You got to be able to carry at least 50 pounds. There is basic math involved. Of course, if they can't read a tape measure, they can't measure, they can't cut, they can't join material together. So math is really, really important. We stress fractions and multiplication and Pythagorean theorem as well when we're building roofs to the houses that we build. So this is pretty much what it looks. This is this guy right here. He's graduating next Friday. I'm really proud of him. His name is Adrian. He's actually one of our apprentices. He's the digital marketer for us, but he's been on our program since July, and he's ready to move on. But this is the shirt that we have, the hard hat, of course, and every student gets a tool belt with tools. So we teach them where the tools go. Basically, cat's ball, tape measure, speed square, framing hammer. We teach them the different types of wood, the difference between nails and screws, of course, how to measure. This is another picture. So this is our Orange County site. And then, guys, stop me if you have any questions, okay? Like I said, we train women, and I kind of want to say that our women train really, really well. They perform better than our men. I'm going to tell you that straight out. We actually had a competition for our Antelope Valley site where we had a group of 9 women, and we had some guys too, and we split them apart. And the women wanted to build their own house. And I'm going to tell you, that house was very, very impressive. Everything was straight. Everything was measured perfectly, precisely, attention to detail. In the men's house, sorry to say, but it was crooked. It was crooked. It was slanted to the side. So very, very big difference. We love training our women. So we get into different projects like picnic tables, bookshelves, things like that, just so that they can get that experience, right? They can get the confidence of using the tools. And we do donate some of the furniture to nonprofits. So we do work with Hire, Human Works Foundation, see here, Project Kingship, Orangewood Foundation, Chrysalis. Chrysalis is actually our first partner. And then the last project is the mini house, which is basically an 8x10 house. So we teach them how to build the foundation, the walls, windows, door, roof. So here's the frame coming alive. And after the 15 weeks, they get their own tools, they get their certifications at graduation, which is pretty cool. My guy here, Andrew, I just learned yesterday that he's working in logistics. 18 years of age, working in logistics, and we're very, very proud of him because he was one of the guys that was really, really struggling, family, issues, situations, and very, very proud of him. We'll also take a union tour. So this is Local 714. We're also familiar with Local 323, Local 661, and Local 213. So they learn all about, what it takes to be a carpenter union professional carpenter. This is another picture of it. And then this is a little bit something new. So I was applying for a grant where they were asking for me to list the last 35 alumni and what jobs they hold. So this is just an example of, the work that these guys are doing. So everything from labor to utilities technician, basically from $17 an hour to about 58. I have an alumni right now who's making, I think, $59 an hour.
doing land surveyor work. We have a couple of foremen. We have our first union worker that's going to journey out in a couple of months. So he's been working steadily for the last 4 years. Maintenance, tilt-up carpenters. So yeah, this is Teamsters. And then when they graduate from our program and they do have employment, we like to put together what we call a recognition post on our social media. So LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. So this is my guy, Damon, who I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. He's been smoking weed ever since, he's come through our program. He graduated in August of 21, and cold turkey, he put down the weed March of this year, and now he's a union member. So he's a roofer apprentice. There's another post. Desiree is working for a company as an event coordinator carpenter. So she does different events, but she creates the backdrops and stages and things like that. She actually did a project for the Kardashians a couple months ago. I'll say 85% of who we train is just as involved, AB 109, parolees. And I just want to say that they generally do very, very well. Very, very well. Yesterday, I had a call from two of our alumni. So one, he's working in a warehouse. He's also going to school to be a mechanic. I believe he's going to Orange County College. And then we have another alumni who graduated about 4 months ago, and he just got a job yesterday. Actually, he's a participant with Hire, and he got a job as a representative for an auto loan company. And then there's just one last picture of the framing of the house. So that's pretty much it for the presentation. I just wanted you to get a little bit of visuals so you can see the work that we do. If you have any questions, please ask. I would say the main barriers that we experience with our students would be housing and transportation. That would probably be but now that EBT is kind of canceled, I envision we'll have a lot more issues that we have to deal with. But definitely want to thank you guys for being a part of the presentation. And I want to thank Griselda for being a part of the panel as well. Thanks, Griselda.
Yes, thank you so much. I think we have some hands up. Anthony, did you have a question?
Hello, thank you for the presentation. We're with Santa Ana College. We also offer the same program in addition to HVAC, automotive tech, ton of career education classes, and they're 100% free. That's my question. What's the cost for your program?
So we do have one grant that we're operating from the OC JJCC. So if a student is 16 to 25 years of age, it is free for them. Just as involved living in Orange County. Otherwise, the out-of-pocket cost is $3,000 per person. What we normally do is we break it down per week or per month to help them out. But $3,000 per person would be the out-of-pocket cost.
And one last question, do they require a high school diploma?
No, they don't. They do not require a high school diploma. We do work with Five Keys Charter. So if anybody comes to our doors and they want to train with us, they don't have a high school diploma, we do work with Five Keys Charter to help them provide that service to get a GED. Thank you.
Great. I think Miriam, did you have a question?
Yes, thank you so much. My husband is a carpenter, so I'm all for carpenter. Yeah, and he does he always corrects me. He's like, I don't do anything with homes. He's like, I do concrete framework. That's what I do.
The back breaking,
Yeah.
the back breaking stuff. Yes.
So my question for you is, are you guys cohort based? I know you guys mentioned it's a 15 to 20 weeks. So is it like quarterly, or how often do you offer the program? And do you guys do an orientation for the program just to get them informed? Those were my two main things. I did see the OSHA 10, the diploma, completion of the diploma. And then I wanted to know if your guys' apprenticeship program is accredited.
Yeah, so we're not known as a apprenticeship. We're just known as a construction training program. So over the 15 weeks, we used to have cohorts, which was pretty cool. But then I didn't wait people. I didn't want people waiting for 4 months to start our class. So we actually have rolling admissions. They could just come in at any time, which is pretty cool, I think. Because trust me, I've had people really want to take our course and they just couldn't wait that long. So I don't want to keep anybody waiting. So yeah. And then we say 15 to 20 weeks because after 15 weeks, our students are generally ready. But if they want more time in our course while they're looking for employment, then that's something that we can do as well. Just have them keep training, getting that experience, getting confidence building while they're looking for jobs. And we do a whole, so 2 days out of the week. So for Anaheim, it's Thursday, Friday. Our first group is in the morning, 8 to 12. And then we have a second group from 1 to 5. And basically, what was I going to say? So let's say that somebody from the morning class can go to the morning class. They can always go to the afternoon class as well. And the second question, I'm sorry, what was the second question?
The orientation, do you guys host like an orientation?
Yes, have to have orientation. So basically I do a phone or a phone interview just to see what their background is, what's their motivation for taking our course. And then the orientation is where we give them all their PPE, but I meet with them one-on-one because I want to make sure that they're there for the right reasons. So I have to vet everybody that comes to our doors. Because remember, we're putting everybody together, kind of like a happy marriage for 15 to 20 weeks. So we have very good groups actually in all of our sites actually. So it's pretty cool. But the orientation is very, very important. If they don't pass the orientation, they can't come. They can't continue on.
Great, thank you. Bianca, did you have a question?
Yeah, I think you answered most of it, but I just wanted to confirm. My question was really about like how much time committed in those 15 weeks. So are they it sounds like they're coming 4 hours, 2 days a
Correct.
week.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, but we
And
also
so
have,
they,
sorry, we also
go
have
ahead.
a Wednesday shared Zoom. So all of our locations, we meet on Zoom Wednesday morning from 8 to 12, and basically we go over the soft skills things. So we bring in contractors to talk about jobs. We have financial literacy classes that focus on budgeting, credit, protecting your assets. We have resume writing. In fact, today was our resume writing class, interviewing skills, how to interview properly. And then I do meet with our guys one-on-one if they want extra help preparing for interviews or helping with the resume. How to create an account on Indeed, ZipRecruiter, things like that. Just getting them acclimated to the whole job search and what to expect. Because the reality is a lot of our guys will hear a lot of no's before they hear a yes, but that one yes will change their lives.
Okay.
Great, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Any other questions? And also anyone that hopped on late, if you could just put your name, your organization, and contact info in the chat for us, that would be great. But we'll move on to our next and final speaker, Sean.
Hi, everyone. Let's see if I can successfully share my screen with you guys. Everybody see it? All right. So thank you for this time to meet with all of you this afternoon. I'm Sean Small, Student Services Coordinator for particularly career education at Santa Ana College School of Continuing Education. We have multiple satellite campuses. Our main campus for continuing education, also known as adult education, is at Centennial Education Center at the corner of Enger and Fairview in Santa Ana. So it's right next to the park. And then a lot of our classes are taught at as I'll go through it, I'll point it out, are taught at our partner organizations such as Garden Grove School District, Santa Ana School District, at sites that they've rented to us. Our programs are designed to prepare students for a specific career, and we try to teach them basic occupational standards. We go after people that are looking for, or we try to bring in students that are looking to start a career, change the career, individuals currently working want to deepen their skills, individuals that just want to find other places to go, try to find a home for their career, and individuals that just want new skills. Sorry if I go through these ones. My department chair gave me way more slides than I can get through in this presentation. So, I'll just sum up all of these things. We're really trying to empower our community and help them find jobs. That's our goal. That's our passion. And our community includes everybody in Santa Ana, formerly incarcerated, people that are struggling with immigration status, people that are having trouble finding home, all these things. And because we're attached to Santa Ana College, they not only get our wraparound services, they get the wraparound services of Santa Ana College as well. For our eligibility criteria for continuing education, we're after people that are 18 years old or older. People that are under 18 is not part of adult education. Where circumstances where people were 17 and a half, we've been able to accept them into our program. Literally everyone's welcome. So this gets a little complicated. You don't necessarily have to have a high school diploma for a lot of our courses. However, there's an exception of our nursing assistant program, our construction apprentice readiness, and our bus driver. Those are the 3 exceptions to our programs. However, we offer, again, for free, because all of our classes at continuing education are free, we have the high school diploma or GED high set that they can pursue like that. Many of my construction apprentice readiness people, the pre-apprenticeship, are concurrently enrolled in doing that. My department chair likes to point out that we're the best bargain in town. All classes are free, no tuition fees. A few programs have some costs for uniforms, books, and goggles. And then we offer a variety of in-person or online classes. We like to tell everybody, because there's this idea, if it's free, it must not be as good. Well, it's just, we like to remind everybody it's not true. We're still held to the same strict curriculum standards. So we're updating our curriculum every 2 years. We meet with advisors to make sure our curriculum matches the industry. And we also are partnered with the credit side. So our curriculum often has to match exactly what they're doing on the credit side. We have a really simple modified registration process. The students just have to go to sac.edu, SCE, that stands for School of Continuing Education. They look for the classes, they view and register it, they click, I want to take this class, and it takes them to a very simplified registration form to get involved. It's not like the same one that they have to do for the community college. So as a whole, the community college one, that's way more involved. This one's much more simple. That's just going over that. We have 2 types of certificate training programs. We offer career certificates and career plus transition to SAC for credit services. We have a booklet, which I will be sure to drop some off next time I'm doing rounds at your headquarters Orange office. That in the back of it, it shows which of our classes, if they pass, again, our classes are for free, they can apply in various means to get credit for them on the credit side. So it gives them an advantage to a credit side certificate, because part of the classes they're taking will have been free. And so it lessens the burden on them when they want to go to credit side. And from the credit side, that can lead to a bigger certificate, or even transitioning to a 4-year college if that's something they would like to do. So one of our certificates is accounting. We offer 3 classes in QuickBooks. We offer classes in office careers, secretary administrative, general office clerk, customer service representative certificate, and digital literacy for administrative support workers. And I have to tell you, these digital literacy classes are super popular. They're one of our more popular classes. We offer them at the Lincoln Education Center in Gardner Grove. We offer some at Centennial Education Center. We also offer them at various community sites through Orange County. We have our information technology classes, our basic certificate. which is 3 classes. This is designed for your entry level people that have been interested. They want to learn more about electronics. As you can see from this picture, it's a hands-on class. They're diving into the electronics. They're diving into the repair. One of the things we do in the Intro to IT certificate is offer a voucher so they can take the CompTIA A+ certification test, and hopefully they pass it. From one of the places that they can find employment from there is Micro Center. That's one of Micro Center's entry-level jobs, is that they want people that have been able to pass the CompTIA A+. We also offer classes in child development and education, and our construction apprenticeship readiness program. Now, we are a MC3 pre-apprenticeship program. That means we're tied to the LA Orange County Building Trades Association and the Apprenticeship Readiness Fund. We're the only MC3 adult program in Orange County. There's one other program, and it's a junior program that is in the Century High School. And their program looks a lot like ours, but our program is 10 weeks, and very similar to what Vaughn's program. Our students go meet 4 days a week, 3 hours a day, and it's in the evening from 5 to 9. So it's a big commitment for these students, but it's 10 weeks now. So they're looking at giving 120 hours of their time to this class. And again, it's no cost. We pay for their OSHA 10 card and their CPR basic aid card, their basic BLS card. If our cohorts are funded by the Apprenticeship Readiness Fund, that means at the end of the course, if they successfully graduate and have been there the entire time, they'll be handed a $500 check to help pay for tools, costs, etc. And remember, they haven't paid anything for the courses up to that point, plus they're getting that bonus. And then the real magic happens. I work, this is one area I know a lot about because I'm attached to this program, is that I work with the Los Angeles Orange County Building Trades Association and hustling to work with the various unions, because that's the point of this pre-apprenticeship program, is place them into a union apprenticeship program. Last year, timing is everything. We were able to place 6 students into the Painters Union for the Orange County Vibes project, because the major vendor for that company needed people. They wanted people from Santa Ana or surrounding areas, and they offered a unique chance where they didn't have to test it. They were just immediately taken hired and put to work. So that was a big experience for me. We were hustling on the phone trying to get people saying, we need an answer. Are you still interested? Right? Because and there was a lot of pressure to put on these people, because you're calling them and it's like, I need an answer like tomorrow. I hate to do this again. They're like, oh, do I quit my job? Do I, because people are struggling. But for those 6 people, it was life-changing, right? These union jobs are everything about it. This program also, very much like Vaughn's programs, we set up field trips for them to be able to go to the Joint Apprentice Training Centers. We go to the Southwest Carpenters. That was where he showed the picture of the chair that they have out front. And if you've never been to that place, I suggest you find a way to go in there. It's like an amusement park of a training facility is the best way I got to explain it. It's amazing. Then I also schedule with masonry, ironworkers, finishing trades, and this year they're also going to go to the plumbing, just so they get experience of that. And oftentimes they get to see the apprentices at work. So that way they can decide what unions they're interested in. We keep it on a master spreadsheet I share with the LAOC Trades Council, so that when work comes up between the two of us, we can reach out to them and go, we have so many jobs possibly lined up in this area. And then we'll have them do secondary and tertiary interests. I'm going to move on from that. Another one of our growing and popular classes is our HVACR certificate program. We offer this at the Lincoln Education Center in Garden Grove. The class is only supposed to have 25 students in it, but our instructor has such a heart for the community that he expands it to 40 students. And it's hands-on in a classroom that was designed for it. We actually took it over for Garden Grove Unified School District, and we've been updating and upgrading all the equipment as we go on. We're also currently working on a way, as similar to our other programs, of paying for certification as well. We don't have that set up yet, but it should be very soon. We generally will run one cohort a semester like our construction, but we're trying to see, one of our challenges is finding people that can teach these courses. If we could find more adjunct instructors, we could offer more of these classes. Now for us, I'll just put it out there, they have to have an associate's degree. That's it, but with 6 years experience. It can be in anything. It could be in business. It just doesn't matter. They just have to have one. But then they also obviously need the professional experience to back that they have the knowledge to know about this area. So hopefully in the future, we're going to add an evening course because the HVAC class is 4 days a week, 8 to 12, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Healthcare is another area we're expanding. Our nursing assistant certificate, which is kind of backwards, we call it CNA. And it's 1 semester. And we run multiple cohorts because by state law, our cohorts can only have 16 participants per cohort. So we'll run 2. Sometimes we ran 3 if we try to get in many students. But this is going to change because we just set up an additional skills lab out at Lincoln Education Center. So we'll officially have 2 skills labs. So we might be able to go to 4 cohorts a semester. We're just got approved for another full-time faculty in this area. So, and again, this program, besides having to buy their scrubs and some minor equipment, we're paying for their state testing at the end and their CPR. And I like to brag about this. Our last 4 testing sessions have been 100% pass rate. So we have an amazing group of RNs that are teaching this course. And we've also brought online our acute care nursing assistant certificate. And that's going to be a 1 semester course. We've also developed our caregiver personal aid certificate, and that's only 1 semester as well. In hospitality, we have 3 classes, and they get the serve safe. I always try to say serve, but serve safe food handler, and we provide the voucher for them to take this exam as well. We pay for this. Our culinary arts classes are continuously expanding. We just hired 1 full-time instructor, and we had the need for more kitchen space. So this semester, some of our classes, we rented space at a place called The Hood in Costa Mesa. So our students and The Hood is one of those open kitchen spaces that you can rent kitchen spaces. So people that have little boutique companies. So our students are in a professional facility with professional chefs where they can watch it and observe them too. It's a great networking opportunity, and we were excited to be able to do it. Soon, probably in the next 2 years, we'll have a new culinary facility that's going to be built on our campus at CEC. So stay tuned for this area as well. We offer classes in baking and pastry. Those 4 classes. Again, if this is where people want to focus on, we'll pay for the Serve Safe exam. So no matter what area in the culinary food arts they want to go into, we have them covered. We also offer classes in small business and entrepreneurship. And then we also have classes that we do in conjunction with Credit, the international business, the certified global professional. And we pay for that exam as well. And that involves taking 2 classes. One of our newer offerings that I think has been of interest to some of your clientele has been our bus driver operator certificate, or coach driver. I haven't gotten used to calling it a coach driver. I feel like they should be called pilots with what they have to deal with in these machines. But we're operating in partnership with OCTA. And so the people that are teaching the class all work for OCTA. They're all managers within OCTA. And one of the cool things is by week 3, they're behind the wheel of busking practice. In this instance, we do not pay for their exam. We're just helping them get ready to go take the exam and giving them the opportunity to learn the inner workings of OCTA and giving them a helping foot to interview that, because to do well in the interviews, because again, these people are all managers over there that are teaching them how to drive these coaches. And so they're working with them. the process to get there. And we've had a number of students that have successfully been employed by OCTA. Now, this program, if you, being that you guys serve all of Orange County, we're also in partnership with Saddleback College. So this semester, Saddleback was offering this program. Next semester, we're offering this program, and we're going to try to offer it during the summer as well. So our students that take this class, when they do the behind the wheel, they're at the Garden Grove facility on Harbor Boulevard, right next to the 22 freeway. So we have more on the horizon, believe it or not. This is kind of crazy for us to talk about a lot of times. So licensed vocational nurse is on the horizon. We're trying to get it approved. We're going through that process because, you know, the state goes on it. So if you don't recognize that, that's the LBN. That's the step between CNA and RN. Now, Chrysalis has an RN program that's impacted, hard to get into. We're hoping this will develop a pathway. The LVN program, for some of the students in Orange County that are taking private schools, we're hearing stories that they're paying $70,000, upwards of $70,000. Again, our LVN program will, because we're adult education, it's going to be free. So that's one of the ones we're more excited about. Community health worker is a new area that we're pushing into well. Dental assistant we're working on with Santa Ana Unified. Early childhood education will be a pre-apprenticeship program. Human resource assistant is an apprenticeship program that we're doing in conjunction with our district. And as we get this approved by the state, we're in the last stages of it being approved as an official apprenticeship with the state. We'll look on bringing other employers on board. We're going to be offering a certificate in mental health and real estate soon. And I'll just skip by these real quick. So we have automotive technology classes that we offer, and these classes transfer over to the credit side as well. Our automotive technology classes are taught at Lincoln Education Center. And there's various versions of automotive technology. We have Intro to Automotive Technology Systems and Engine Certificate. This one's coming soon. The Engines and Transmissions Certificate. I'm going to go, oh, I hate when that happens. So one of the other things we're going to be bringing online too is there's a slide at the end that goes over this is working on hybrid electric cars. We're in the process of buying these kits that the students build through the course of the class. And then at the end, they take them apart and put them back into a box. They teach them about the electrical systems of these hybrid electrical classes. And these classes will be taught at Lincoln Education Center. Matter of fact, this evening I'm going over to meet the instructor at Lincoln to help them set up the room for the new engine repair classes that are being offered. We also offer classes that are in conjunction with credit side for biotechnology, as well as pharmacy support and manufacturing technology. We also have partnerships with our welding department. So our students can enroll from our side for free and take the same classes, the credit side classes. We also have the same agreement with our diesel department for heavy truck and equipment. We've been working with the Fine and Performing Arts and developed fashion and design class. Intro to theater and drones. Sorry, I lost my train of thought real quick. I was going to say something about the drone pilot, but I'll come back to it. The digital media arts program too is very successful. A lot of our students love that. And to be approved is commercial dance and electric and hybrid. And when you think commercial dance, think about dancers that are dancing on cruise ships. So I used to be on credit and I came from the Fine and Performing Arts. That's why I know about it. But so we always encourage people. It's low risk. Come take a class. If you're not interested in it, move on to one of the other career paths. We have a career center that works with people. I'm going to just skip through this stuff because it's more, it just covers over that. I'm going to get you. So we have a career center coordinator. If you guys want to take a quick picture of this, and that will help answer questions. We do job fairs at least once a semester. We're trying to increase that. And then our department chair, Dr. Osio Madrigal, likes to be called Ozzy. And that's it. Any questions? Sorry if I talked too fast. I was trying to get through that. That's all. No.
Sorry, it looks like Anthony, we're going to say something? Or have a
Yes,
question?
great job. Great job, Sean. I also wanted to add, we have with our high school diploma program, high school diploma, high set, and GED, we offer an adult dual enrollment program. That means while they're enrolled in our high school program for free, they'll be able to take credit classes for free as well. So for some of our programs, Sean mentioned, we do require a high school diploma, but they could very well enroll in our high school diploma program and take credit classes for free. We also have Project Rise or Rising Scholars for formerly incarcerated and Guardian Scholars for former foster youth. And somebody could very well be part of both programs. Again, that's completely free.
Great, thank you so much. I think, all presentations were fantastic. I think great information. And I also, appreciate the different styles of the programs, right? It's like there's something for everybody, whether it's an evening, just a couple of day classes, a longer program, hands-on, Zoom, even some of the classes, even Vaughn, you were saying Wednesday you could do Zoom stuff. So there's something for everybody out there. And with a lot of challenges and different things going on there, I think finding something that works well for you, and just all of us being more aware of different programming and different stuff that's out there to help our clients, get all the skills that they need to hopefully find those opportunities for them. So thank you so, so much. I know I was familiar with everybody, but this was like super helpful. I know I learned a lot. So thank you so much for those presentations for sure. Bianca, did you want to circle back to your?
Yeah. Thank you again so much. I think every time we hear a full presentation from each of y'all, we learn so much more about what y'all do. So again, thank you. I do want to we have about, if I'm right, we have 15 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, 15 minutes. So I want to just give y'all an opportunity to make sure that if there's anyone who wants to share something, you'll be our first folks to share what you have with the group of, if it's activities or things, and I could model this because I have something to share. And then we'll just share your while you're doing that, what you're grateful for in the chat. And then we'll go from there. But actually, you got folks' hands, so let's go ahead and start with y'all. So Anthony, go ahead. First, what you're grateful for, and then what you have to share.
Oh, I'm grateful for everyone that's here. You guys are all angels. Your Halloween costume were angels, and you wear them 365 days a year. So, my announcement: we have a Native American celebration on our campus, Santa Ana College, November the 20th. Everybody is welcome. We have free parking. It's a great event. Come celebrate Native American culture. November 20th, Santa Ana College, corner of 17th and Bristol.
Fantastic. Thank you. And I think it was Miriam who might have been next. Yep.
All right, I'll start with what I'm grateful for. I'm really grateful for COVID and having us kind of change our mindsets about virtual meetings, because I just came across you guys and I decided to join, and I am so happy I came and learned so much. And so I'm grateful for all of these virtual platforms that we get to meet, because I don't even live in Orange County, but the ability to learn about these amazing organizations and the services that you guys provide really helps me to be able to share this with our counselors. I like I said, it is my first time joining. I do want to kind of just tell you guys a little bit about us, because I like Samantha, you said there's so many different programs, resources. We all kind of do similar things, but at the end of the day, we need to meet we need to meet our clients where they're at and what's going to work for them. And so I, like I mentioned it originally, I work for a diploma program. So Pathways Academy is a flexible high school diploma program that's strictly online, that is tuition free, that services anyone in California. And we work with anyone 16 years of age or older. So we don't have an age cap. My oldest is actually 62 as well. So we only require 130 credits to graduate with your diploma. So we partner with, we're an exclusive WIOA partner. So our students actually do get connected to their local American Job Center. We actually work very closely with Ready Set OC, and I actually also work with California Job Challenge, so the CAJC program. So I'm looking to expand in Orange County and be able to support those individuals that can't go in person to school, need something that's flexible if they're parenting. And so for us to have only require 130 credits, it really helps to speed up the process and them getting their diploma, and also getting them into a career and supporting them with that transition. So I'm so happy that I was able to join, and I love what Santa Ana College is doing. Vaughn, what an amazing program. Tarsha, I actually connected with someone from Chrysalis in LA County, and I love what you guys do. And I'm really happy and grateful that I was able to join today and learn so much more.
Thank you so much. That's such a unique opportunity that you're providing the community, is virtual GED. I think that is fantastic. I'm excited to hear more. I want to make sure you put your contact info in the chat, and Samantha, maybe we could just ensure we can share these out in some way, right? So
Any flyers, anything like that, feel free to put in there and we will share them. These meetings are also recorded, Miriam, and we put them on our website for people that can't attend at this time, so they can go back and watch later too. And we also send out in our newsletters and stuff too. So.
Oh, perfect. Great. Perfect. Thank you guys.
I also wanted to share, we are, again, working wardrobes and workforce readiness, connected with professional wardrobing, which is kind of what we're known for in the community. We have a wardrobe center in Santa Ana, and we have why can't I speak? An event that we're doing on December 11th. It's called Justice Reimagined. It is a panel of individuals that are an employer, and we also have Steve Kim from Project Kinship and a lawyer, all to kind of talk about how to sort of support the needs of this community through the lens of an employer, through the lens of programmatic services and lived experiences and employment laws, and sort of how that impacts both the employer side and the people side. And we are inviting clients, participants to come in and also experience some skill building. So we'll be facilitating a soft skills training and mock interviewing with some volunteers that we will be provided. They are people in the community who will be also employers of their own. So there'll be companies that are volunteering their time to interact with these participants. There'll be lunch provided. And then we're also giving a voucher for a free interview ready outfit that they can redeem at our wardrobe center afterwards. So they'll have a one-on-one shopping experience with our personal stylists. And so I'm going to see if I will add it in the chat. If not, we'll make sure it gets into the email. It is free for participants. It's in Santa Ana at the county offices, community, next to the library, where the like the county folks are. Not very clear, but it's close by. I will send you information in the chat about that. So again, it is December 12th, and it's, excuse me, 11th, and it starts at 9:30 to 1 o'clock. Okay, any other information or things? And I'm grateful for, I think this year I'm grateful for really the community for sure, but honestly, just giving ourselves some grace. We've all been kind of experiencing a lot of challenges that we're seeing in our jobs and in our lives. And that, so I'm really practicing saving space and creating space for others who are maybe kind of going through some challenging times, but also in these challenging times, that giving myself some grace that maybe we're, we're just getting through each day and really being able to navigate the roads together as a community. So appreciate everyone who comes together to do this work. Any other
Fred, did you, I thought I saw your hand move, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't want to interrupt anybody because it was, in fact, what Bianca just said was perfect. Beautiful. I just wanted to say how grateful I am for everything you guys all do as well. Since, I meet with these folks directly inside of the jails and stuff. And I was going to say, one of the things that I hear often from mostly people outside the jails that say, oh, there's nothing out there for people when they get out of the system. There's nothing for them. And all these restorative practices that you guys are doing, I remember I had a guy that did get out once, and he was coming to one of our services, and he was so grateful. He wanted to come and say thank you in person. So he came to my office, and when I was talking about this and telling him like all the things that are available out there for him and people when they get out, and he goes, how come we don't know about this? And I said, well, we always say that restorative justice is the best kept secret. And he looked at me and he goes, why are you guys keeping it a secret? I said, no, no, it's not like that. I said, people just, they don't know about it. You only hear the bad stuff on the news, you don't hear this incredible work that you guys are doing. It amazes me how this stuff doesn't get out there, because I think it would transform our communities and people's perceptions. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. And I did want to ask Anthony, I think he went off the air there. Oh, no, there he is. Anthony, you mentioned that Native American activity you guys have coming up. What time was that going to be?
It starts at 9:59 a.m.
Okay, that's a unusual time.
That's because we're Latinos, and if I told you 10 o'clock, you guys will get there at 11:30. So I tell you 9:59, and that means you'll get there about 9:30.
Yeah, great.
Okay. But I'll send you the flyer, Fred. I'll send you the flyer. Or I'll send it to Bianca and Samantha, and they can send it to everybody. Actually starts at 10:30, but I know you guys. I already know you guys.
Well, and I heard some wonderful things on here that are going on. I didn't catch all of it to write it down, but Sam, I imagine that you guys will put it on your announcement that you guys send out for hire.
Yes.
Usually that's what you guys do. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
And I just want to, what Fred and Bianca said, super thankful for everyone and all that they do. I'm also thankful, when Megan told me a year ago that I was going to be taking over these meetings, I was like, oh my God, no, people aren't going to show up anymore. So I'm thankful that you all continue to show up and do that you're doing. And I'm also super thankful for Bianca, just always being like a thought partner and co-facilitator on this. So just really appreciate y'all, and Bianca, appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Yes, and as we plan for the next year, if there's topics you want us to talk about, really please share with us as you respond to our follow-up. We would love to just try to find topics to talk about and other speakers to share with y'all. So since this is the last time we'll officially gather before the end of the year, we'll say our happy holidays. It's so wild to think that we're already at that point, but they have begun, and we wish you all so much. We know we'll talk to you individually in different ways and welcome those who are new. We will look forward to seeing you in all the activities that we know are coming up here in the near future. We appreciate you all. Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks. Take good care, everybody.